Sorry, sometimes that's how I dance behind the scene. Good afternoon to you, good evening to you, good morning to you, from wherever you are watching from. This is Mayegun live. So tonight, it is going to be so interesting. So I want to appeal to the brethren in this temple of truth that we are going to have visitors. We are going to have a lot of Lagos Abobakus, Oshogbo Alimajiris, the Buwaridins, the Buwari Didiris, the Buwari Dinotus, the Buwari Dijatus, the Buwari Shukus, the Ungoziaris, the Unekaharis, the obedient fools, the sophisticated morons, the humbled slaves, their uncles and aunties abroad are going to join us as well. So, I'm talking about the Mumadus, the Bele lecturers, the Mumu lecturers, all of the clans of the Sai barbarians, especially the social media bandits, Facebook adsmen, because tonight they are back. But this morning and afternoon in Nigeria, just like crickets, nobody saw them. Share the broadcasts. Tell them.
Lórí Facebook.
Copy the link, share them on WhatsApp, share them on Facebook, share them on Twitter, share them to everyone. You don't care about who is going to join. And the popular lines that you are going to be reading mostly as I begin to unload and unload. It's not offload. Whatever it is, as I begin to discharge and discharge, their popular lines are going to be like Omoale, betrayer, enemy of this, enemy of that, IPOB, and all those funny things they will be saying. Then that's when you will know that but their body self go tell tonight. Thank you very much. Also, a final caveat. Usually, if you know the type of people you are dealing with, then you know the type of language they understand. So you, as a person who probably stumbled on these broadcasts, you might find some profanity, some F words, some words that are not really, or would not likely be comfortable for you. I am just saying it all because I know there are people sometimes who just want to have a sort of a clean, clear conversation. Something like, that stuff. Or you see, when you are dealing with rogues, and when you are dealing with humbled slaves, obedient fools, sophisticated morons that we have been dealing with, that Nigeria, APC, Egbekegbe has been brewing for years, we have also, at the same time, developed the type of language they understand. So for your own sanity, your own mental health, if it becomes so hot and some certain things are coming out that you don't really feel comfortable with, right? You can, excuse yourself out of the door. Excuse yourself, so to say. So, days, weeks ago, I usually come back here to kind of warn us of the danger in the type of politics that Tifnumbu and APC, Egbekegbe plays, the politics of tribal and religious, classy, politics of a class. You versus us, we versus them kind of politics. And they can go to the lowest of any morality just to get whatever they want. And I was here raising the alarm that, hey, whenever you want to invest your emotion into this their 2023 charade, just make sure that you know those you are dealing with. First, I tried to clear the ugly mask that they normally put on. The mask of a tribal, this person, this versus that, which is their stock in trade. We watered that down so well on this platform that people started seeing through their antics. What are the antics? Turning one ethnic against another just to achieve an end goal that doesn't really serve anyone, including those promoting such ideas. That is what Tifnumbu and gang represents. And I also came here to remind you that the issue of Yoruba versus Igbos doesn't really exist except when there is an election coming. It is their card. Very, very viable. But thank God for social media. Thank God for the internet. No matter how poor it is in Nigeria, social media is doing the Lord's work. Put it that way. Do you get that? People are able to see through those who wanted to turn Yoruba versus Igbo or Igbo versus Yoruba just for the ambition of one selfish, greedy, sick, old hag relic. So weeks ago, I was giving you this background and warning and all of that stuff simply because of the utterances, statements of these jobless Agberos following their drug baron sick relic, Tifnumbu. They were threatening everyone that if them born you well, come to Lagos. At some point, they even said, today, 1st of August, that if you want to die, try and come to Lagos and do any rally. They raised the dust of propaganda. I mean, you know all about that. But today, I figured out that they are a bunch of crickets. Crickets who make noise. And the moment you walk closer, they will pretend to have disappeared because they will be as dead as the graveyard. The moment you walk past again, they will start making that same noise. Now, this is what I figured out. I told you they thrive in violence. Okay? Violence is their stock in trade. And the only reason why they have managed to push everyone to this point of no return, yeah, is because they have managed to spread fear. The fear of they're going to kill you. So today in Lagos, I expected the Lagos Abobakus to at least demo get a demo, like they will say in Lagos, demo keku. So what I figured out then is that you see these street urchins that they normally unleash. If you remember 2015, 2014, 2015 propaganda of these criminals who have now made 40% of the population jobless in 7 years. Their propaganda of 2014, 2015, which if you remember, when Bokwari finally emerged, and he had a chance of healing the people, healing the country after that terrible, horrible, bogus election of that time. But rather, they leveraged on it. I'm coming back to Lagos, so just a refresher, just to know the kind of people we are dealing with.
Mr. President, welcome. And I've been a student of Nigeria for many years. And first of all, I want to tell you that I have never seen such a hopeful attitude toward Nigeria and the United States as since your election. So I think we all here want you to succeed. My question relates to another area of Nigeria that hasn't gotten much attention during this trip, and that is the Niger Delta. It's a challenge that you're going to face. I wonder if you would tell us how you intend to approach it with particular reference to the amnesty, bunkering, and inclusive development. Thank you.
Inclusive government. Inclusive government. You know, in how you include, women, youth.
I see. Yes. I hope you have a copy of the election results. Naturally, constituencies, for example, that year gave me 97%. Cannot, in all honesty, be treated on some issues with constituencies that gave me 5%. I think these are political reality. While certainly there will be justice for everybody, everybody will get his constitutional right. But while the party in constituencies, by their either sheer hard work, they made sure that they got their people to vote and to ensure their vote count. They must feel that the government has appreciated the effort they put in putting the government in place. I think that's really fair.
Now, that is the president of Nigeria, who just came out of one of the most divisive, right? Most toxic election ever. So everything you are witnessing today, that is the division they built on. And don't pretend, for 7 solid years, the people that wanted to now intimidate and threaten Lagosians, people who have, been living in Lagos or established in Lagos or born in Lagos, some of these Atowuniwa Gberus, Alapama Shishe Oluri Brukus, for 7 years, they backed that mannequin for everything that everybody is now paying for in Nigeria. They backed him. The killings, the kidnappings, the human rights abuses, this daylight massacring of people by the police and their military. They backed this killer, Bokwari, for 7 years. The result is what you are seeing right now. People want to leave. That will want to leave. And to this day, these people haven't even learned. For days and weeks now, For those of you who have been following them, if them burn you well, pass Lekki, will shoot and kill you, you just die. They started organizing these Agberos. But you know the difference is this. Like I told you, the reasons why things are what they are right now, or as they are, is because people have been shit scared. Right? To what? To rather just keep mute. But somehow, I think that is somehow changing. If the development we are seeing right now is anything to go by. But for clarity, by the way, okay, number one, I am not obedient. In a way, I'll tell you what my interest is in the obedience with what you are doing. For long time in our lifetime, right, we have seen the degradation. We have seen the rise of hope and the destruction of the same hope. And so far, with what many of us know, we believe that it is not that Nigeria is complex. It is not that the problem of Nigeria, right, is so monumental. It is because the reason why we are where we are is because those who are benefiting from our ruins, they come from every part of Nigeria. So if there's anything that is going to unshackle all of us, that is going to break this chain completely, everything that dragged us into this that nobody can explain to us, if there's anything, it is the collapse of the entire system, where those who have, gripped all of us with their greed will suddenly lose it all. And do you know what will actually make that happen? It is not your election. Or you see what is going on right now? It has now shown that indeed, you have become a threat also to the establishment. Guess what? You are, your team, your own movement, and as we have them right now, is the biggest, is the largest, and as we speak, is the top. Now, keeping it on will mean that in the process, the establishment will discover what is really going on and what they will push back. Now, pushing back this kind of enthusiasm and optimism that I have seen, that I actually really want to see more, is going to have consequences. You are their karma. You are their nemesis. I am your reporter and your friend too. You get what I mean? Because in the process of them losing it all, the rest of Nigeria will really discover themselves. And that is not just what happened in Lagos. It is what happened in 15 cities across Nigeria today. Now, do you see that? If not because of you, Obidients, 3 months ago, the destiny of Nigerians were already sealed again. 3 months ago, it was going to end up the same way. Choose a sniper or Otapia, choose Tifnumbu or Atifku. And at the end of the day, the struggle will continue. Now, the second reason why I am so much interested in Obi movement as we see is that it's going to be a two-way thing. You are confident that you can chase them. Now, they are now seeing you as a force that they can no longer say you are for in a room. Abi? Good. Now, if for some reason, they manipulate you, like somebody said, if Atiku is declared president of Nigeria, it's just going to be the revolution, the struggle, the agitation, and also whatever everyone is having, the reason everyone is having right now, is going to escalate. It's not ending. So let me say that to you, whether you are articulator or whether you are Lagos Abobaku. If Tifnumbu is declared, with what is going on, that means what you are seeing right now is going to like a triple than what you are witnessing. And that is exactly what the the people who are studying this also agree with as well. I'm going to show you a few things. Lagos Abobaku. Today, after weeks of all your threats, you are back on social media now. You are calling people name. You can abuse me. See me. I'm so used to you. Abuse me, call me names. See. But here is where I'm going to tell. It's where you're going to hear the truth. The one that will get you thinking, even when you go to your bed tonight. They ruined you. They destroyed you, right? And all you could do in your own way your own ignorance, right, is to cling on to that because your chain probably is made of gold or something. If it's made of gold, maybe that would have even made you to have traded it away and make something for yourself. I don't know what it's made of. If them burn your papa well, come and try nonsense in Lagos. You want to come and destroy our Lagos. That is one Iraq BG Vulcanizer. One weary that graduated as a mechanic riding Okada in Oshun. Our Lagos. Well, today, don't be saying no drama. But as I be now, I will be telling you where things happened, occurred today. And if you ask me, Mayegun, what do you think? My brothers and sisters in the temple of truth, I see revolution. The one that has never happened, ever. Some said it's a political revolution. I say, okay, I shall keep it up. And we'll see how far it goes. So let's go to Lagos. A quick one. If I drop them, I go to tell you where I think that one happened. Lagos Abobakus, are you watching? This happened. This one too happened. That is Bauchi. Bauchi. Now, here is another one. That was Lagos. Here is another one. I get many, as many as my model could take. Sure you get. So Lagos Abobaku, I'm coming back to you, right? Here is another one. That is also Bauchi. Here is another one. As you can see, That was Akwa Ibom, right? I've got another one. Was Lekki, the place they killed over 100 young people in Lagos. That was Lekki. So no Lagos Abobaku showed up, sadly. Here is another one. Somewhere in Lagos as well. Now here is another one. Right. That was a Surulere today, also in Lagos. Right? So we've got another one here. Those are Londoners. Also today. Now let's go back to Nigeria again. This time around, Zaria in Kaduna.
We dey press their nets, we dey press their nets. We dey press their nets. We don't dey press their nets for Zaria like this. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now my video you now, you know my video.
Where the Kaduna little finger reigns, and he said he wants to organize. He was one of those who banned Rally in Kaduna. He banned them. He said, no, you're not going to do that here. So they had it in Kafanshan, they had it in Zaria, and the Kaduna little fingers was there too. No finger was raised. Yeah, let's continue. Here is another one, by the way. Yeah. Somebody said Mayegun is obedient, obviously. You better don't put your hope or raise your, what is it called, your expectation that much. You may turn on the camera tomorrow and I've just found something I could talk about. And Obi is the center of it. I'm not going to cocoon out, not talking about them. Oh. So don't, I should put it this way, manage your expectation. Oh. Do you get that? And it is the same thing I've always been telling the people destroying people who are following them. I said, listen, there are most of the time when I turn on my camera, the atrocities of this criminal government is what I'm talking about, right? Which simply means I put all of them in the same basket, I batch them together. That doesn't mean that you are safe from the same whip. I've been saying that to the people destroying people for some time. So if you are obedient, I have told you why I like you. I like you because you are like their karma. You don't get? If you don't exist right now, as we speak, it would have been PDP, APC, throwing lies here and there, hunting people here and there. You are breaking that ceiling, right? You are making people to believe that something is possible. I am seeing beyond that because I see you as their karma, their nemesis, the koboko that they never see coming. Do you get that? So no, because of that, can't they fancy me? Oh, I know two girlfriend like that, oh, bros. I just should tell you so that we no go like ourselves today and tomorrow we don't abuse ourselves against. People have told me before. They said that I thought this my ego get sense. I hear that all the time. People would tell me yesterday, they say, this my ego is this guy is so wonderful. Man, I love this guy. Then 2 days later, man, I actually thought this guy gets sense. Actually, this guy no get sense at all. That means I've touched something he actually loves or respects in Nigeria. Do you get that? So please, just do them like mutua. Mutua. Sure you get. Mo understand the every time when I put all your stuff and I start reading the comments of the Lagos Abobakus, Oshubu, Alimajiri, all these boot slaves, all of them, yeah? It's kind of a therapy. And I believe I'm not alone. There are many people who just come onto my Egun's Diary Political to read comments. I am their chief executive officer. I read comments a lot, laugh, and all that. Sometimes I start a conversation too. So you are helping to make them uncomfortable, and at the same time, possibly you are going to help us make them to make mistake. Sorry about that. Somebody said the audio. Now the audio is sorted, by the way. Thank you. So you get what I mean now. So I don't want you to raise that up too much. Okay. So that yeah, I think it's back. Yeah, it should be back now. So I don't want you to. I love what you are doing, and like I supported the revolution now, Showore and everyone for every stand they have taken. Right? That's the same thing I'm according you because we all know the genesis of this whole thing. Obi is just benefiting from it, and well, here you get. So I don't want you to feel like Mayegun is saying something nice and all of that stuff about you guys. This Lagos Abobakus. I'm talking about this Olori Brukus who supported that Bokwari for 7 years, right? They backed everything, even when they themselves are suffering it, even when they themselves are dying from the consequences of Bokwari's policies and the rest. They continue to say, now, the grace for complaining. When you say this, they will say, now you are complaining because there's no free money. Or you are complaining because you hated Bokwari. And they that loved Bokwari, that loved APC, for 7 years, Nigeria destroyed right before their eyes. So they come on to Mayegun's Diary Political, they are telling me to balance. Mayegun, we expected you to be balanced. Share Yawiri. Oh, lọ ṣí Facebook page àbí YouTube channel kò lọ kọ síbẹ̀ pé balance kò lọ máa ṣe balance níbẹ̀. Who is ever going to be balanced with people who have been so unfair, unkind, heartless, inhuman, and they don't even feel it as well? So entitled. Do you get that now? So they don't hold anything. Sure, you get it. They don't hold me. I mean, I don't hold them anything. They are here. They abuse me all the time. I abuse them. Sure, you get it. Normal. So they don't have anything here other than for me to tell them who they are. As for you, you are the akoboko, like I said. And as it be, as it they pain them, it they sweet you. It they sweet me too. Do you get that now? Maybe we should go back to waiting they make most of them talk more now. But let me lighten up a little bit. There's this my guy here. Right. So let's go back to what we are following up, and from where people came out today. Not that they paid them, as we know, and then So here we go. Here is another one.
They are still coming down, all the way.
Now here is another one too, where Oshiomole was nowhere to be found anyway. But I'm talking about Benin. But here is another one. This was the little show off of the Lagos police who were gearing up yesterday, just earlier this morning.
They said they would not allow at all to hold the rally at all in Lekki, and that will not work. That will not work. Please, let's tweet. How are you, ma'am?
Well, I still have more too, and then we can hear all the crickets making noise. I've got some message for them. Be okay after this. So, but here is another one.
Siam, they say na 10 people went there for house. They tweet. They crazy. Say na 10 people they tweet. Siam, nobody pay anybody come out. We spend our money. We use our money, print t-shirts. Our money, buy face cap. They crazy. We no fit be slave for this country anymore. It don't do.
That was another one, yeah. I've got like a few more, but I'll just share just one or two, then we can continue. Yeah, there's another one. That's Benny also. Yeah, and then just one more. You get that? So today was supposed to be Nigeria independence, right? But somehow they and all these rallies all over the place took the center stage, even though even Atifku had his own fair share when he was in Gombe earlier. But here is the difference, right? Something happened. I think one poor guy jumped in front of him just to show, you know, what's it they call it? Waziri. I want to kick the guy, beat him, push him, pull all of that. I dare you. You know what I mean? Let me show you. Did you see that? I didn't say he sent them all, but you know, well, there are things that have contributed to what you are witnessing around Nigeria today, and even they themselves, right, kind of they now know, or they will begin to now act as you know, as expected anyway, or maybe they're already acting in a way. But there's something I want to kind of point out, okay? Just like some of you who are wearing your gloves to defend the rogues. While the, while the Obidients took over Lagos today, the Lagos state government was like, they organized the independence, Nigeria's 62nd independence in at a stadium in Lagos today. So people who managed to capture that on camera, they share them early enough before they will manipulate the pictures. And I want you to look into some of these pictures, okay? Before I say what I'm going to say next. Because it is just to let you know that it is the mood, the reality of what Nigeria has become under these opportunists who blew up the chance they have. Do you get that? And they are doubling down that they are going nowhere except if you are ready to spill your blood. And so people have responded. People have reacted. So today, Nigeria independence in Lagos. These are the people marching. Okay. Now, they are marching, you know, happy independence, blah, blah, blah. Let me see if I can get it bigger. Give me a sec. Right. I don't think it can be bigger than that.